So I spent a week with TotalBoat doing some projects with them, one of my biggest sponsors up in Bristol, Rhode Island. The bug bit me again. I came back and bought a boat, as you can see. At the end of the video, I'll tell more of my personal experience with sailing and stuff, just to kind of put this in context. But anyway, I really want to be able to take this thing out this weekend. There's a lot I want to do to it, but just a few things that need to happen before I feel confident about taking it out in the water with my family. So that's what this video is going to be, show you a few things I really need to do. We're going to fix that and then probably go over what I'd like to do once the season's over and there's more time to work on the boat instead of play on the boat. So one of the first things is going to be making a new tiller, because this thing is super taped up, not in great shape, and if this breaks while we're out there, that'd be a really bad day. So let's jump on this. Just going through my lumber, seeing what I have. This is white oak, which is used a lot in boat building, so I figure it should be fine for a tiller. And I'm looking for something with really straight grain, straight piece of wood. I think this one fits the ticket and it's thick enough. So we'll get this milled down and cut out to shape. Should be a pretty quick project, I think. This is a tiller tamer, and I'm not gonna reuse this one because it's already kind of busted and it's just not in great shape, and these things are only like 30 bucks. And basically the whole idea with this is you can run a rope through it, cleat it off on both sides of your boat, and then it takes, it's like the poor man's autopilot. You can crank it down and it just locks the tiller in place so your rudder stays in place and you don't have to be hands-on the whole time. And you can adjust the tension so that way it doesn't fight you as much. All right, so tiller's handle. The other thing is the bow point, anchor point, whatever you call it, that the winch hooks to pull the boat up and down. It's coming out. There's a piece of plywood inside here that's back to that's kind of crushing some, but anyway, I don't feel very good about this, and the last thing I want is this to come loose, since that's the main point that holds the boat on the trailer and everything. So we're gonna reinforce that on the inside. Of course, I don't want the boat falling off the trailer while we do that, so I've just got some lines on the bow cleats, going to tie it off to the trailer, and I also put a ratchet strap around the back of the boat to hold it on the trailer so we can disconnect this, take this off, reinforce it, get it back on. Okay, so I'm up in the bow of the boat, and this is the stud with the nut that it's attached to, and then you can kind of see the reinforcement it's on that's collapsed. So we're going to put some aluminum up here and put it back through. Another thing we need to fix, see I pulled this piece down, is the very tip of the deck on the bow got snapped. No, apparently this is the guy I bought it from said the trailer winch assembly was a little bit different, and he tried to launch it in the water and basically kept tugging on it with this stuck on the trailer, and that's what snapped it. He set some screws in it, those have broken loose. I have some TotalBoat Thixo epoxy, so I'm gonna put a bunch of Thixo in here, which is in a thickened epoxy paste that cures very thick. I've got a clamp block, and I've already tested this, and it's gonna work pretty well. Just got a ratchet strap going around the trailer. So once I get all the epoxy in here, I'll just crank down on that. That'll pull this nice and snug for the gap filling. Thick-So isn't for gap filling, so I'll just caulk this in. Then I think I'm gonna use some Thick-So to try to get this piece back where it needs to be too. Maybe run a ratchet strap around the boat to pinch it, because it's kind of flared out instead of hugging tight. So yeah, I'm gonna do it instead of talk about it. Of course, another thing that I really want to do before we get this is wash it. You might be able to tell that I got a little impatient and off camera started scrubbing. Like, here's a good representation of what everything looked like before, which in the earlier shots you probably saw. And been using this TotalBoat boat soap, about to mix up some more of it and go at it. I've got some brushes and non-scratching scrubbies, and we're just gonna see how good this thing looks. TotalBoat was also kind enough to send me rubbing compound, finishing compound, wax, and all that. So eventually this will all get buffed and waxed and everything, but we also have some tread paint on the way to redo the treads, as well as we got some wood finish, so we can redo all this. But I definitely don't want to do any wax until I handle the paint, and we also have bottom paint, so we're gonna repaint everything. So that'll be a later project, later video, where we buff everything, paint everything, wax everything, refinish the wood, and go through all that. But for now, let's just get some really sweet, satisfying, dirty to clean shots. So besides the new tiller, getting her all washed up, and the repair on the deck on the bow, the other important thing I wanted to do was make a mast crutch to carry the mast while we're trailering down the road. Just keeps everything more stable. And I made this to also help step or raise the mast. It's just smaller tube and a bigger tube. So, and I've drilled some holes, and I have a cotter pin here to secure. And of course, because I'm trailering, I always like redundancies. You know, 1 is none and 2 is 1. So here's another pin that goes in, and then you see I have another hole down here low. And the idea is, once I get the boat to wherever I'm gonna sail and I'm ready to sail it, I can take out these pins, raise this hole all the way up till it lines with there, put a pin through, and now this rest is way higher in the air, which, you know, when the mast is really down, those first like 30 degrees or so are the hardest to lift. So if I'm already starting from here, it's way easier to get the rest of the way up. Same thing when we let it down. This has been great. And then I'm just attaching it where the rudder normally hooks onto. I just cut some pieces of rebar and welded them together to make some little hooks to ride. And that's all that thing was. And then a piece of wood that I just kind of carved to match the shape of the mast. Nothing too crazy, just a little bit of light welding with some scrap metal I had around. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I think that's all I really need to do to get this in the water the first, I mean, I know it is because, you know, editing time. So I've actually already taken this boat out 3 times in the water, and it's been great. But I'm gonna have another video coming out of doing a fresh coat of bottom paint. We're gonna redo the stripe, get it all buffed and waxed, strip the wood, get some new wood finish on here. We'll be using the TotalBoat luster gleam like I used on the tiller. It's gonna be fantastic. The only thing I didn't expect about this whole project that's kind of slowed me down on that boat is apparently messing with boats is kind of addictive. So stay tuned.